Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and this evening we're going to unbox this bad boy, which is the new Dominion launch set. It's not a starter set, it's a launch set for Age of Sigmar 3rd edition. This arrived today and I'm really excited. It's taken a lot of willpower not to rip the cellophane off already and dive in, because I wanted to do it live this evening. So should we get into it? So we're very pleased to have these coming into the store. Make a right meal of just. So you can pre-order this thing from 10 o'clock on Saturday from the Mighty Lancer Games web store, and if you are not already registered on the website, then I definitely recommend to speed up your checkout, that you pre-register an account on the website. Pre-register an account on the website, so it will speed up your checkout process for when you want to buy this thing, because they will very likely sell out quickly. So yeah, before I pull the lid off, let's say hello to everybody in chat. So I've seen Pete the Priest, Tony Howell, I think I saw Crazy Fish, Hi Wicked D. Who else?
So
we've
got Pete the Priest, we've got Jay Star, we've got Crazy Fish, we've got Naz, we've got Tony, we've got Gumba, we've got Wicked D, we've got Crafty. Yeah, those people, and they all want to see you take that lid off that box.
Yeah, so just answer a couple of quick questions. Crafty Gobbo says, this one's limited to, it is. So currently we've put in a pre-order, which was even before they'd sent me the information on Monday morning. I'd already sent an email to our account manager telling him how many I wanted to order. And then they've come back and given us a number that's quite a lot smaller than what we asked for. Oh, a quick hydrate from Pete the Priest.
Ridiculous amount smaller than what we asked for.
Yeah, so, and then we're going to find out on Friday afternoon how many more we may possibly get on top of that number. So, yeah, it is going to be limited. What they have said to us is that they're not expecting to do a made-to-order like they did with Indomitus. This will be like a one-and-done set, and then these models will be rolled out into the new starter sets for Age of Sigmar. So expect something very similar to what they've done with the 40k sets. So you have the for 40k you've got the Recruit, Elite and Command Edition starter sets that they've done. Yeah, that's right. And Crafty Gobbo, I think Crafty Gobbo asked for the price. So the RRP, you may have seen it floating around on the line already. The RRP will be £125, the same as Indomitus was. And we have currently set our price at... I think we set our price at £100.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm sure we've set our price at £100. So, which is a bargain. It is a bargain. £100 is a bargain for what's going to be inside this box. But yeah, it is going to be a limited order. Now, just on the subject of limited orders, I think the reason why they've said that there isn't going to be another print run or whatever is because, I don't know if you might have heard in our previous stream, I can't remember if I've mentioned it in the thing, but the Gaunt's Ghost set came out at the weekend, was released on Saturday morning. GW's website sold out really, really quickly. And in terms of availability, it's still listed on the website as being a pre-order, but if you went to order that on their website, it says that the pre-order will be fulfilled in October. So they've obviously put that in another run in their production schedule or whatever. So I guess that if they had to do another print run of this, that would come even later than October, probably because it's got all the printed products and everything else inside it. That's just going to make it a lot more awkward to pull together than a couple of sprues and an instruction book in a little thin cardboard box. So let me tell you about this. So this is the same nice quality construction cardboard that we've come to expect from these big box games. Really nice sturdy box. Looks amazing. I really wish you got some cool scenery like this in the back of the box, but scenery not included. And you get all these epic looking models that we're going to show you on the sprues in a minute. So let's not dither around.
Oh, dither.
Yeah, let's just pull the lid off. You're right, Crazy Fish. It is a great price for so many models, and they are awesome models. So let's. So there we go. We've unboxed it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I wouldn't do that to you. So here we go. New box smell.
New box.
I'm going to have to take my hat off, sorry guys, but my head is getting far too warm.
We're going to try and do TikTok at the same time, so you'll be able to see me.
Yay!
Trying to do it at the same time.
So, we get inside the box, the first thing that you'll see is this beautiful thing. Now this is to stop the models from getting damaged apparently, but it is also a very nice art poster with the new style orcs, these very kind of like Tolkien-esque orcs, and the new slimline Stormcast Eternals. This is one of the Hobgrots, the new Hobgrots that don't have quite as long a nose as they always used to, but I still think that they look very cool. So we get that, and this like the orc character and the I can't remember what these new Stormcast are called with the things. They look absolutely fantastic. So, and inside there is a whole bunch of lovely plastic. Right then, so what have we got? Straight in the top of the box, we've got some Hobgrots. So Hobgrots come on a sprue in 3 parts, and it looks to me that there is, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe that's enough to make 10 or more Hobgrots there. Oh, thanks Wicked Day. Yeah, 1 sprue, so that means that'll probably come in a standard sized box eventually. That'll get released as a kit, or maybe these might just be kept as items in the starter sets and possibly in the starter collecting boxes later on. But these guys look cool. See the different armor style to normal orcs. These are like got more. I don't know if I can lift it up there, if you can see it a little bit better. You've got this this sort of diamond shaped armor and this banner design. Just a little bit different than what you normally expect from the orcs. So when GW revealed this set, they said that was an indication of the Hobgrot's Dark Masters, which I really hope means Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves might be coming back. That'd be awesome. And I was talking to a chap in the shop the other day. I really hope that they do big hat Chaos Dwarves for Age of Sigmar. That would be absolutely amazing. But anyway, right now we're talking about Hobgrots and Orcs. So these look really beautiful. And I love they've all got like little, rather than having a selection of massive meaty weapons, this guy's got a hook and a bit of a sword. And then they've all got nice little stabber, dagger things. They look awesome. Love those. So there's 2 full sprues of 3 of those. They're the same. What else have we got? These look like Stormcast. I've always been a bit down on the Stormcast in the past. Oh, excellent, thank you. Mrs. MLG looking after me with something that's going to keep my head cool, not being too enclosed. There we go. Ah. Thank you, Crazy Fish. That's very nice of you to say so. So these are the new Stormcast regular stabby guys. Can't remember what they're called. Need to remember what these stabby guys are called with the spears. light.
Guys with spears.
Yeah, Stormcast lightning stabby guys. Like Javelinaires or something. Yeah, me too, Tony. I agree. Chaos Dwarves would be absolutely awesome. So yeah, these new Stormcast are proportioned so much nicer. Let's see if I can lift that one up a little bit higher, get a better view. So much nicer than the like chunky Terminators in fantasy type thing.
I don't know if it's focusing or getting worse.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that worse or is it better?
You might have to put some
Underneath it.
I'm focusing you, that's why. You set the you know I hate it when you set the camera on. Focusing you like a giant daft head.
Sorry.
You're a nightmare.
I'll have to read the bedtime story.
Yeah. Come on, you keep talking.
Right, okay, sorry, yeah, sorry everybody. So, I think that these are the best Stormcast Eternal models to date. These are absolutely awesome. A great selection of parts on here where you can give them a variety of different heads. I think posability is limited, but there's a lot of head options on this sprue. So there's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, at least 12 heads for however many guys there are on there. About 5, I think. 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 models. 6 models on that sprue. And there's easily double the amount of heads. There's also, if you can see, a whole bunch of these tiny little like base adornment pieces. They're really funky. So there's like little skulls and rocks and other bits and pieces that you can stick on the bases of your models if you don't like having to sculpt a great deal of stuff yourself. They look absolutely fantastic. I love this scale mail as well. You can just see on in the things, and the shields look so much better than the original ones. They just look awesome. Awesome. Right, so let's put those to one side. I think I've waffled on about those enough. Right, next we've got a Stormcast Eternal character sprue of some description. So let's bring our poster back in with the backdrop. So this is these are the big choppy paladin-y chaps. Does it say on the sprue what they actually are? Because that would be really helpful. No, it just says Games Workshop 2021. Okay, so these guys are a little bit taller. There's these big halberd style axes. You've got 3, 4 of those axes on the sprue. And they've all got these great cloaks. Nice heavy armour again, nice tall but better proportioned figures than the originals. There's a good combination of male and female bodies on here as well. Absolutely awesome. There is. Right. Which should we go for next? I guess. Let's leave this one till last, because this is the one. That's the one that I'm kind of like most excited about. So we'll leave that one till last. What have we got here? So this is some more. Oh, this is a dual sprue, right? So this is one of the sprues that I would expect to see in a starter set, if I'm honest, when it comes later on. So this is the Stormcast Eternal Sorcerer type figure, and you can have her with. So she's a female figure, and she's got this nice moulded base topper that she can stand on, or you could, like the 40k figures, you could have her without that and just have her stood on the base. So there's her leg, her staff, she's got a scabbard, hand casting a spell, a book. I guess you might be able to have her holding the book or have it on her waist. And then there's 2 different head options, a bear head and then this other one that's got kind of like the death mask looking thing to it, which is really awesome. Got to stop saying awesome quite so much, but they are really cool. And then on this side we've got the orc kill boss, I think he's called, the character that was on the artwork here. So this chap with his spiky bally chain thing on there is here, and this amazing looking shield. So you can either have him, I understand, put together with the spiky bally chain thing, and or you can have him with this awesome grotesque looking, yeah, what about there? Yeah, okay, so this so this shield is so 1980s GW Orc. It couldn't be any better for me, really. And just the weapons and everything, these guys are absolutely mental. Because they're supposed to live in the swamp, there's a little thing here that's got like the little bulrush reeds on. They look epic. And he's got his little stab grot mate. So this big orc's supposed to knock everybody down, and then the little stab grot guy goes along and kills them on the floor. So and then he's got his own miniature shield here that echoes the design on the main one. There we go, with a little face grotesque on it. It's awesome. And then while we're zoomed in, let's just have a quick look at his base topper. I can line it up under the camera. There we go. His base topper is a downed Stormcast Eternal who's kind of stomped into the ground. So he's going to be stood on top of that guy. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Okay, crazy. See you later.
Oh, bye.
Let's get dinner ready.
Yeah. Right then. Next one. Oh, this is the Shaman guy. So again, the split sprue, Stormcast on this side, Orc on this side. So this is the Shaman. He wears this huge skull as a cloak behind him, and he's got his little cauldron grot at this side. No. Oh, shall I change the... Is that better, do you reckon? It wouldn't be an MLG stream without some kind of technical hitch, would it? So we've got like little cauldron grot. And
you just keep going in and out of focus, and I don't realise.
Yeah, and and this awesome big like boss shaman guy, and then over on this side we've got the Stormcast Eternal Lord character. Again with a nicely decorated base topper. This is the guy that you'll have seen in the trailer, the animated trailer, with his big hammer and his staff and his little Griffhound companion. He looks absolutely epic. Another one of these funky little base adornments with the skull and the... They're not called bulrushes, are they? These little sausage reed things. I always thought they were sausages on skewers when I was a kid. Well, that's what they look like, isn't it? So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Again, because this is designed as a split sprue, I think that this would be ideal to go in a starter set, because then you've got two characters ready to go in the box. Just my thoughts. No guarantees that that's what's happening. Right then we've got some... Let's look at some orcs. So these are the orc boys, the cruel boys I think they're called. So you've got two sprues. Now are these two sprues identical? No, I don't think they are they? No. So these are two different sprues, as far as I can tell, that have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's got 11 shields. So that would lead me to think that there's, I don't know, 11 or 12 orcs on here in total, because you might have a musician-y type figure. So this would be a unit of cruel boys, and they've got these fantastic looking stabby spears. Again, more of these beautifully decorated shields. with the snarling faces on and what have you. More base adornments like this. There. Is it bent? Or no, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to look like it's been snapped as someone's tromped past it. Can we get a close-up of one's face? Where's the head? Oh, there we go. So, let's zoom in on that guy. Yeah. They look absolutely fantastic, don't they? So grim and funky. I fully intend on sticking some of these guys together and painting them to go along with my Iron Jaws. I think these shields look awesome in orange and black to match the rest of my Iron Jaws figures. And I wasn't going to have a copy, I wasn't going to have a set of this, but we've opened it now, so we can't sell it, can we?
It is supposed to be the store demo copy.
Yeah, that's alright. If they're painted the same as my other figures, that doesn't matter, does it? And then if I ever want to play a big game, I can just utilise the figures. Right then, and then this is the Stormcast character.
Pete says give it away. I think Pete thinks that we've got lots of money.
Yeah, I think
he doesn't
so.
realise that the shop is the only source of income that we have.
Yep.
And if the shop doesn't make money, then we go out of business. So, yeah, I mean, you know, we all like a giveaway, Pete, but we still need to eat.
So this sprue has got the rest of the Stormcast characters on. So this is the majestic looking Stormcast character with the big wings. Now, I can't figure out just by looking at the sprue here whether the wings are actually part of the figure or they're an adornment. I don't know whether she can fly, but I guess there's a couple of other Stormcast characters, the Knight Azeroth and the what are they called? Justicars or something. They fly, don't they? There's a flying unit. I can't remember what they're called.
Hey, Moxie.
Hi, Moxie. How you doing? Yeah, this banner guy. He's apparently this banner is supposed to somehow contain a fragment of the Anvil of Grugni or Grungi, however you're supposed to pronounce it, that the Stormcast Eternals are forged upon, according to the thing I read, and that looks absolutely awesome as well. So it should make painting it a lot easier. But that's what I was pointing at and talking about. We zoom in. I'm trying. Yeah. So if you wanted to paint your own design on there, I think that would be quite difficult to shave down or sand off because of the level of detail, but it's quite thin. Normally banners are really meaty, but that is actually like quite slim and feels quite sturdy on the sprue. These three large shields, these are for the big, like the guy who's on the front of the box, the really heavy hammer troops. I would liken them a bit to the aggressors that you get in Warhammer 40k with these nice round shields. I often think that some Stormcast figures would look better with round shields than like the heater style shields that they normally get.
Naz says, would the banner move on the pole?
I don't know how you mean.
I think he means when you put it on the banner pole, will it like move backwards and forwards, like, or would it be glued?
No, yeah,
stuck?
it's stuck in place. Yeah, it's stuck in place, and the back side of the banner is different to the front side of the banner. So that looks really awesome. That's all I can say, really. It looks really awesome. There's, I think this is the arm of the banner guy, this sword. And then there's a couple of other pieces to the character. Unless that's her. That might be her arm, the sword arm. Not quite sure now. Oh no, there's a sword there. That must be her sword. So, and she comes with this fantastic staircase piece of terrain that she stands on with this tree and what have you. That makes her a nice majestic centerpiece. She's supposed to be a great monster slayer. So, an apt leader for this chamber of Stormcast. Right, let's have a look. Bye, Moxie. Take it easy. Hope don't work too hard. Right then, here we go. The one that I'm super excited about is this one for the orcs. So this is the like command frame for the orcs. And what we've got on here is the crossbow wielding cruel boys. So there's 3, I think, of these crossbow wielding cruel boys. That's one of the back sides of the guys with his huge quiver there. And this monster, so it's this huge, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like this. So this is the one that you've seen on the back of the box briefly when I was showing it around. I think it looks a bit like some kind of lizard hyena cross. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And this is the model that I'm most looking forward to out of the entire set. So you can see he's got like a giant or an ogre head skewered on his banner pole here. His head, if I can just lift that up a bit better. Look how evil that grin looks on theirs. Maybe if I lift it up a bit, you can see it a bit better. Just absolutely fantastic. This is kind of like what the thanks, J-Star. This is what all the art for Warhammer Orcs when I was a kid made me kind of envisage, and now they've finally produced some models that really do it justice. And when you look at how much the sculpting's come on in previous years, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And more base embellishments. There's loads more of these things. I think the beast has one of its paws maybe resting on this chunk of rock here, and another fantastic jaggedy like saw-toothed spear thing going on here. Oh, thanks, Pete the Priest. I'll have to have a bit of a wriggle around. Right then, so then this is the one that we had in the top. Bye, Naz. Thanks for coming. And then underneath that, we've got another one. So that first one was to protect the top of your models, and this next one here is to protect your book, which is underneath, from the models. So take that one out as well. So then you get like 2 awesome posters, or you could display that side if you really wanted to. 2 of those. I'll move this pile of plastic out of the way.
Bye, Tim.
See you later. Thanks for coming. So, under there, that's the book. We'll have a flick through that in a minute. What have we got here? So we've got some cards. So these are all the things. So the killer boss and his little stab grot guy. So this is his war scroll that tells you all the things that he can attack and kill and how far he moves and all that sort of jazz. The swamp caller shaman, that's that guy that wears the big skull on his back, and he's got his cauldron grot here at the side. Hi, Reese. This fantastic looking killer boss on Great Gnashtooth, which the more I see him, it looks more like a hyena out of Lion King. He just looks awesome, doesn't he? I think he's epic. We've got a Merc Knob. I didn't pick him out on the sprues, but I'm sure he was there somewhere. So the Merc Knob is the like the banner bearer of the whatever they're called. These guys, orcs. We've got some Gut Rippers. So that was that unit of like regular orcs with the stabby things, and these are the crossbow guys up the top. Some Hobgrot Slitters, so we looked at those first. Oh, there we go, the Manskewer Bolt Boys, so they're the big crossbow dudes. And then we've got Cruel Boys as a whole, so that's just a list of points and what kind of unit sizes they come in for your different units. And then we've got the Stormcast Eternal side. So we've got Indrasta, the Celestial Spear, this lady on her... You're right, Wicked D, you're right. They do have some peculiar names. It's because they've got to be able to copyright it, you see. So Indrasta, the Celestial Spear, so she's this fearsome looking winged lady, monster killer. And she can fly, so she can move 12 inches. Indrasta, the Celestial Spear, is armed with Thengavar and the Blade of High Heavens. Of course she is. The Lord Imperatant, so that's the guy off the animated trailer that I talked about earlier on, with his big hammer and his staff and his little Griffhound mate. That's the Sorcerer Lady, so this is her with the bare-headed or bare-faced head. The Knight Vexilor, so he's your banner bearer with that beautiful looking banner. Vindicators, that's what they're called, Vindicators, stabby lightning guys are called Vindicators. Just you know, and why not? Stabby lightning guys. Praetors, they're the dudes with the halberds. They're not all dudes though, because I think that this one at the front here is a lady. Annihilators, they're the big beefy these guys with the lion on their chest and then these tasty round shields. And then a whole profile list for points, costs and what have you for Stormcast Eternals. So that's pretty cool. They're a handy game aid.
Oh, Bumblebee's just flown in to see what you're doing. Obviously wants to play Age of Sigmar.
Yeah. Well, let's tuck those out of the way. We've got this very important thing. Tony's left us now, but Tony will appreciate that I'm not very good at reading instructions. I think he's previously said that his favourite YouTube video I've ever produced is one where I decide that I'm not going to read the instructions, trying to build an Airfix quick build car and fail incredibly miserably. So they're all.
Was that the Airfix quick build car that's for a 60-year-old, sweetheart?
That's the one.
Ages 6+, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So these instructions, as we've come to expect from GW, are pretty great, and they give you options and point out where the different parts can be used. Excuse me. So they are cool. Look, gives you an idea of how you can use the same torso with a couple of different configurations of arms to give you some decent variation in your units, which is excellent. We like that. Crafty Gobbo says it's the resident hobby. I like it. A hydrate. Thank you, Pete the Priest. Super. Right. So then we've got onto the orc stuff. These fantastic looking models there. Great. They just look so nice. You come with a book, Start Here, War at Amberstone Watch. So this is the bit that tells you the basic storyline of the thing. A monstrous stirring. Excellent. Gives you a bit of a background of the scenarios and the different things that are happening in the storyline of Age of Sigmar. A little bit of a detail on each of the units that tells you a little bit about them. Tells you all about the Cruel Boys. From the stinking bogs and mires of the realms emerge the armies of the Cruel Boy Orcs. For these dark-hearted greenskins, battle is not solely a means of proving their hardness and honouring the bestial god Gorkamorka. It is also a way to humiliate the righteous and pure, and the many cunning tricks habitually employed by the cruel boys are as spiteful as they are efficient. Orcs are ace. Orcs are ace. And I love this colour scheme that they've gone for. So they're really kind of like browns and well, yeah, and then these absolutely fantastic bright red. Yeah, these fantastic bright red shields. They're awesome. So you get that book that shows you the basics of the storyline, and then we've got this limited edition cover book. I understand this is only available in this box set with this full art cover with Indrista on. Is really nice. So we'll best rip that open in a second. Let's just have a quick look underneath the flaps. So dice, not dice, what am I talking about? Bases. So you get two bases in that side, one for the Auric character and one for Indrista, and in the other side you get all the other bases for the different things. So let's move the box out the way, and then we'll have a flick through the book, I think. Yeah, I need to read it so I know what's happening. So I know how to play the game. Right then, let's have a look. Thanks, Wicked D. Right then, so let's get it lined up in the middle of the screen. A stretch from Wicked D. Thanks, Wicked D. Right then, let's have a look in here. So there's that nice artwork again. Posture check. Thank you, Wicked D. Right then. What's this? The 8-pointed star of chaos. That looks tasty. So let's. Thank you, Wicked D, looking after me.
Someone asked.
Yeah. So we've got the standard contents page up here in section 1, Realms of War. It tells you about the different ways of playing the game and about collecting and building Citadel miniatures. War and Ending. We'll have a quick flick through that, see what all this is all about. I think it might be a bit of background about the world. Then the different factions. The actual rules aren't actually in. So the actual rules don't start until page 245 because there's so much other good stuff in this book. So we've got an introduction, the core rules in about 30 pages. 40 pages maybe worth of rules, and then you've got how to use scenarios, a show off of somebody's army, some different scenarios for narrative play, and then matched play, which is like competition play, and then Conquest Unbound. So I don't know what that is. I guess that might be, oh yeah, there we go, Path to Glory. So that's similar to the Crusade rules for 40k, where you build your force up as you play more games. So let's have a quick flick here and see what is what. Some nice art. This picture's been shown recently on the Warhammer community page, I believe. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a pirate day.
Yeah, yes it is. So there's look, there's some trees for you, Pete, in this picture. There, get a Soul Blight Drain Forest, I think it is called, or I've forgotten words, forgotten how to talk about things. There's the awesome looking tree things to go with your tree man Realms of War. Here we go. Collecting for display. So this is a really beautiful Dankhold Troggoth that was painted for Golden Demon Awards back in 2019. That looks very, very nice. That was the Slayer Sword winner, so he was the winner of the overall painting competition, this guy. Epic painting. Bit of an idea about some of the different armies that you can collect. Now, quick guide to painting. Let's have a quick flick, shall we? Let's look at some different things. So these are all the different parts of the world and an idea of terrain. Oh, there's a diagram of the realms. That's quite handy. So you can understand the different realms of the Age of Sigmar world. That's pretty cool. So all sorts of great background and information in here. But does anybody want to look at anything particular in the book, or shall I just have a quick flick through and then we'll... At all? Anybody want to show me show you any of the sprues again, or anything like that? I kind of whizzed through some of the sprues, didn't I? I don't know whether like... So all the different things. Oh, what was that? Lentis. I've lost it now. There was a page there and I thought like, oh there, not seen that before. On the shores of a vast black lake resides the city of Lethis, a gothic and forbidding place of soaring spires and leering gargoyles. The greatest mortal settlement in the realm of death. Excellent. Crafty Gobbo says, you've already sold it to me. I'm most excited about the orc models. I think they look absolutely fantastic. And I am almost as excited about the Stormcast Eternal models, because I've never really got excited about Stormcast figures before, but I think this rendition of them look the best any I've so far. And I'm also extremely excited about the prospect of Chaos Dwarfs in the future. So that's an original Stormcast Eternal figure there, and I don't know, looks a bit like a potato compared to these guys, doesn't he? He's like, yeah. Well, they were great models back in whenever it was, 2006 or something.
Oh, all the way back then.
Yeah, but then now we've got these guys. No, 2016 maybe. I maybe be a bit like rude, a bit mean about them, but yeah. But now look at these guys. This guy looks so much cooler. Round shields look so much better.
Storm potatoes.
Storm potato, yeah. Well, yeah, I can't call them what a couple of my friends call them on stream. That wouldn't be family friendly. Yeah. So, oh, look at that. I've never seen that piece of art before. That's awesome.
Let's see it.
Yeah. Yeah, this tasty looking bloodthirster art, that's awesome. Never seen that one before. I might use that as colour inspiration for when I paint my bloodthirster. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thanks, Crafty Gobbo. Hat me. Excellent. So, does anybody want to look at anything in particular in the book or in the sprues or anything else? Or is anybody got any questions? Reese says, what's on the Slaves to Darkness page? I don't know, Reese. Let's find it and have a look. Slaves to Darkness. I don't know that song, Wicked D. Do you know that song, Mrs. MLG?
Nope.
Here we go. Agents of Chaos race. So, Archeon. Yeah, no rules or anything, just a little bit of background. Yeah, I never knew the baked potato song
Yeah,
Wicked D,
we never even heard it just to forget it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So your comment, what? Has everybody forgotten the baked potato song already? Yes, because I'd never heard it in the first place.
Oh, here we go. Look, there's some awesome looking... I've said awesome so many times. There's some different... What is this?
We don't know.
Yeah. What is that? Look at that. I presume that's something he's converted out of a zombie dragon and a Mortark's steed. That looks pretty cool. I like his Nagash model. That's pretty awesome with the colour scheme, red and orange. I'm liking that. Oh, and a tastily converted Archaon as a Blood Knight on zombie dragon. That's really cool. Oh yeah, never even noticed that, Crafty Gob. Oh yeah, Nagash stood on the ground rather than floating in the air. That's really funky. Now with a Morghast bodyguard there. Yeah. Oh, it's all these hidden details when you look through. Excellente. And there's a whole section about narrative play, Path to Glory rules. Picture of a Caradron about to suit up in his armour. Somebody else's army. Chaos army. Battle plans. Oh, some cows. Some cow god things out of the Lumineth army painted with yellow armour. What do you reckon to those? Not really. And Teclis to match with the same colour armour on. I'm not really a fan of the cow guys. Whatever he's called. Avalanor. A mighty spirit of nature. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to try and make them into burgers either, Wicked D. So it looks like we're getting some quite funky new terrain kits for Age of Sigmar to go along with this new release. I wonder if we might get something along these kind of lines, or whether that's just for the studio, this kind of wall piece. These are some of the existing stuff, so Dragon Fate Dias, I think that thing is. I could be wrong. And the Numinous Oculum, they've been unavailable for a while, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, my head is getting rather warm. Oh, there's an index and some roster bits in the back. Awesome. And I really like the art. And it comes with a nice like ribbony bookmark in there as well. What's all the con, Pete the Priest? Should we go back and look at the sprues for 10 more minutes, or should we do something else? Should we talk about something else? Do you want to see anything else? Oh yeah, let's have a look at that. So Mrs. MLG has painted Sir Lance, our store mascot mini. Yeah, well, I'll show him up under this camera here.
And he's on.
Yeah. I know.
It's like you can't.
I know. I'm not. I'm.
And I've put him on.
And he is available for sale on the Mighty Lancer Games webpage right now for the bargain sum of £3.50.
What are all these epic encounter things?
Epic Encounters are a scenario in a box for Dungeons and Dragons from Steamforged Games. So you get a battle map piece and a little adventure book, and you also get some awesome looking miniatures. I was going to say epic looking miniatures. There's Solance that Mr. MLG has painted and added to the web store. And are you going to put the Epic Encounter on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah! Big pile of plastic. Yay!
Right, there you go.
Oh. So, here we are. Here's the web store. So if you were to click on, say, Village of the Goblin Chief.
No, I'll pick this one.
Okay, Swamp of the Hydra. Right then, so you get this mat that is your play area, and in this one you get this huge Hydra miniature, and you also get like a little booklet that gives you essentially an encounter for your 5th edition or other RPG game that you can nestle into your game. So there we've got the what's inside the box. So you get the Hydra, you get some tokens to represent some goblins. If you haven't previously bought the Goblin book, you get the adventure book that's got all the stuff in, and then tips and tricks for building tension and excitement, and a double-sided gaming mat for you to put. So there's a whole load of these different sets that we've got in from Steamforged Games. I've been eyeing them up for a little while, and I decided that we were going to get them when they brought out the snake one. Can you put the snake one up so I can just talk about the snake one? So this one really cemented it for me that we were going to get them into the shop. So there's some that come with like the Goblin Tribe one. That you get 20. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But it was this one that made me think that they were so awesome and that we should definitely get them into the shop. So this one is the cheapest. It's $19.99, and you get this awesome looking snake model in, and it just looks absolutely epic, like something out of a classic Conan or something. So again, you get the board and the other stuff that you need to be able to make this scenario slot into your game night for Dungeons and Dragons or any other RPG. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic. So we've added those to the web store today, and as new ones come out, so we've just today had an email from Steamforged saying that there's a new one coming out in September. So we'll be getting them in as each one comes out, because I think they look absolutely fantastic. And
I did all this stuff. I did loads of stuff. I did all the jigsaws and everything.
yeah, so yeah, we've added a whole bunch of new products today from our delivery of board games last week, and we've had some more board games delivered today, most of which are restocks, including Innis, which has been out of print for quite some time. Innis has been unavailable. We need to update the picture on the website actually, because it's come with some absolutely amazing box art. Apparently they decided that they needed to refresh it. So these are all the latest additions to the web store that we're looking at here. A vast array of stuff. These awesome model kits, and some Mantic ships for Armada, single ships if you just wanted to add single ships into your force. Expansions for Mansions of Madness. Just some clippers. So you've got their sprue and plastic cutters, some great quality clippers for getting your parts off your sprues for your models, and all these Epic Encounters and family board games. So there we go, a quick whistle stop tour of what's new, and this is new. All of this is new. Look at all the cool stuff. So over the course of the next couple of weeks between now and release, we're going to try and get some of these put together, which is no doubt going to throw my I really struggled to keep up with it all, Crafty Gobbo, to be fair, but yeah, some point over the next couple of weeks we're going to try and get some of these put together, which will impact on my Reaper Challenge League progress for this month, but I knew it was going to happen.
Are you doing your pirate? You can show me.
Yeah, I've almost finished my... Let's shift all the plastic out of the way. Almost finished my pirate. I thought... I said it was finished, and then Mrs. MLG looked at it and said, like, well, it's not finished yet, is it? Like, yeah, I guess I'll do a bit more. So
that's not right.
So
all I said was that you should do the feathers at the back of her head.
yeah. So she needs a little bit more work, and I've not got the main strip light that I normally have on for painting because of where we've got the camera for the unboxing is on the light, and I don't know how it will work with the light on as well. It might be too much, but so she's virtually finished. Just need a little bit more work on her, but I'm really pleased with how she's turned out. She's cool. And then I'm going to submit this Mimic. I think I showed that off the other day. So this Mimic's going to be my monster for the RCL. Classic Reaper Mimic. Wicked D says she looks just the same as mine, but much, much bigger. Yeah. So let's lay these sprues out, and we'll just have a final quick look around and see what's going on. So you get 20 hobgrots. You get 10 of these guys, I think. But let me refer to the list on the back of the box so we know what we're talking about. So you get 20 hobgrot stickers, slitters even. 10 gut rippers, they're the orcs with the spears. I think you might need more than 10. You'll have to combine with a friend to make sure you get more than one set. 3 man skewer bolt boys. The killer boss with the stab grot. Swamp caller shaman and pot grot. Merc knob with belcher banner. Killer boss on great gnash tooth. So there's like 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 39 models on the orc side. And on the Stormcast Eternal side, you get Indrista the Celestial Spear, the winged lady, the Lord Imperator Knight Lord Imperatant, so that's him and his Griffhound. Knight Vexilor with Banner of Apotheosis, so that's 4 figures. 3 Praetors are the halberd guys. Knight Arcanium, 3 Annihilators, the big hammer round shield boys, and 10 Vindicators that are the stabby lightning guys that I said earlier on. So altogether there are 60 Citadel miniatures. Well, I thank you, Wicked D, for saying that mine would be painted better than yours, but I severely doubt it. When I put it in the cabinet at the shop and people get to see it, I'm sure they'll probably go like, oh, is that all? But the camera makes it look so much better, which is good when I'm showing it off in front of the world on the Reaper Challenge League submissions page.
It looks really good, don't listen to him.
So, register on the website for an account if you haven't already. It will speed up your checkout process a lot quicker if you want to buy Dominion on Saturday morning or any time over the next 2 weeks, so long as we still have stock. So I guess we draw to a close there. Thanks everyone for watching, and please join us on our next stream, which will be Sunday at 4 PM for Skyrim Sunday, and then following that we will be painting the Reaper Harpy on Monday at 8 PM. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time. Bye!